Boom! Welcome back to my channel. This is DJ Principal, and I would like to thank you all for subscribing and for sharing my video. Today we are in Nottingham. I am covering for a friend of mine who's the DJ as well, and he was working today, so I am taking over this gig. So yeah, we are in Nottingham. I'm so happy to be out again. I haven't DJ for like 3 weeks, and yeah, I've been relaxing, and there was no gigs basically. But yeah, I'm back again, and today is going to be a wedding, English and Zimbabwean wedding. So we're going to be mixing different type of music and making sure people enjoy themselves. So yeah, that's good. Today I wanted to share some tips that can help you, other DJs, mobile DJs especially, to improve on their craft or to improve on how they deal in the business wise in terms of DJing for weddings, particularly as a mobile DJ. So I have some tips. I'll have like 5 tips. They're not in order, but they're just tips that I'm gonna give away for free. And just start a conversation basically, and there's more tips obviously, but I'm just gonna give you 5 of my main tips that I would like to share with people when they're doing mobile DJing to be wary about. And yeah, hopefully just let me know what you think. So here are my 5 tips that I'm gonna give today for mobile DJs to make sure that what they're doing is good, and they help their clients in the way that's appropriate. Tip number 1 for mobile DJing for weddings. If you're going to do mobile DJ for weddings, you need to learn how to prepare, right? Weddings is different from just doing any normal kind of DJing. You got different age groups. You got like the older generation, you got the mid-range generation, I don't know what you call them, the 40s, 30s, and you got the teenagers, and then you got the youngsters, and then you got all that. So you need to know exactly what to play and what kind of crowd you're playing for. So you need to prepare. And how do you prepare for an event? Well, you first need to talk to your clients, understand what they want, what they're expecting, what kind of crowd are they. Some people are a party crowd, they like to dance throughout the night. Some people just want to listen to good music but don't really dance, because maybe they're like an older crowd that's like probably in the 60s, 70s, depending on the wedding. Sometimes you get a 60, 70-year-olds getting a wedding. You don't expect them to be dancing throughout the night. However, they want to listen to some good classic music that they've listened back in the day. They don't want to listen to some new top 40 music that's popping right now. They don't care about that. They want to, but sometimes you might be surprised. They want to listen to the new stuff. So you need to talk to your client, prepare, and I just don't mean music. I mean like prepare. You need to know what they have. Do they have a photographer? Do they have a videographer? Do they have the chef and cake cutting? And you need to know all that stuff. So you need to know the same way an event planner knows, so that if things are going wrong or if things are not making sense, you can then adjust it. I'll give you an example. One time I was DJing, and then I noticed that it's time for first dance, and the videographer was not there, and also the photographer was not there. They were still eating. So I was being told by the event planner it's time for that. So if you're not prepared, you can just start playing the song, and then the moment that that most important moment of the wedding will never be captured on video or on the pictures, and you're gonna just play music and not think about that. So, and maybe the event planner didn't even notice that the videographer and the and the picture guy were not there. So because I knew that this is needed, and then I just said, okay, I won't play any music until the videographer and the photographer in it, even though it delayed things, but I make sure that that's what's in there. How did I know that this is what's needed? I talked to the client, I talked to everyone, and I knew what was going on. I just didn't show up and then just start playing music. So tip number 1, you need to learn how to prepare. You need to be very good at preparing and planning. Yeah, so prepare and planning is tip number 1. Okay, tip number 2, you need to have the right equipment. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Mobile DJing, involves, you're basically like you have to have equipment that's equipped for you and also for the event you're doing, that and that helps you to able to set up quickly and deal it quickly and then go in the car, because most of these venues they would have a set time to say, okay, the wedding from this time to that time, and then you need to pick up your stuff and get out by this time. So now if you have a lot of equipment that requires a lot of work, it's going to take a long time. So you're no longer a mobile DJ, you're not, I don't know what you are, but you are a PA system, I believe. So you need to make sure everything that you have is mobile, very easy to carry. So for my example, I use the array speakers, that come with the sub already and the top already, and then they're quite powerful and they're good quality as well, so that makes it easy to carry. So yeah, that's quite, so you need to have the right equipment for everything. I don't know what lights, everything needs to be the right equipment. There's a lot of equipment out there for DJing, and then some of it is heavy stuff, some of it is easy stuff to carry. I can do another video if you want me to do a video of what equipment to get that's good for mobile DJing. All right, so tip number 2, have the right equipment. Right, tip number 3 for mobile DJing is you need, for mobile DJing, specifically for weddings, you need to be a versatile DJ, right? You need to be able to, what we call open format DJing. So you need to be able to play all types of music. Why? Because you're going to have all types of age groups, all types of ethnics sometimes, and you need to be able to cater to all of that, right? But I mean, this is not a really must. That's why maybe it might not apply to so many people, but for me myself, it applies. I play for different cultures. I play for different ethnic groups. I play for Africans, English, Indians, Americans. I even play for Moroccan weddings. So you need to be able to understand the music and play the music and everything. But that means that if you need to understand your clients as well. If the clients say that they are from, I don't know, from China and they want Chinese music and you don't have Chinese music, it's okay to say you cannot cater for them and then move on. Not every single gig is for you. Okay, that's very important. Not every single gig is for you, right? So you need to be able to understand your music, know what to play, and understand the music. If you cannot play for that kind of audience, it's safe to say I cannot do the gig and then move on. Okay, so know your music. Know all types of music, Motown, everything. Tip number 4 is very important to me, right? You need to charge your clients accordingly, right? And know this, not every single gig that comes your way should be taken, right? So if you are, for example, a beginner and you got like low equipment and stuff like that, you can't be charging like you are a veteran who's got lots of equipment, who's got lots of different add-ons like machines and stuff like that, and all that stuff, or who's really good at mixing, whatever it may be. So you need to be careful when you're taking these gigs, because you don't want to your reputation is number 1. That's another thing I need to put there, reputation. So your reputation is the only thing that's going to keep you in the business for so long. So when you are taking these bookings, you need to vet yourself. Am I the right person for this gig, right? Sometimes it might be a gig that's too much for you, so you cannot do it. Or sometimes it might be a gig that's not in your price range, so it's okay. It's in your, a client might say to you, oh, I only got a budget of 150, and you know that your time and your services is worth more than 150, so there's no way you're gonna charge 150. So you can just, it's okay to say, no, I cannot do it, I'm sorry, this is my budget, this is what I do, and this is why I'm charging this much. It costs me this much to do this. I have this kind of equipment, I have this, that, and my time is very important to me. So do not just take every single gig, right? You know what that does? It makes like the industry very narrow, and it makes people think little of the DJ, of mobile DJ, which is not right, because it's a lot of work. Most of the time we're the first ones to get to the venue and they're the last ones to leave the venue, and then we are picking up stuff and we're doing this stuff, and this stuff costs a lot of money. Not only the equipment that we buy, it costs a lot of money to maintain the equipment, to maintain the business. You need insurance, you need insurance, you need to buy a lot of equipment that that you need insurance, you need equipment, you need to maintain it, you need part testing, you need all these certificates. So all those certificates are needed, and it's evident like that. So for that reason, you should make sure that you shouldn't just take every single gig. So my tip number 4 is that vet yourself. I think that's it. Vet yourself. Make sure that you vet your client as well. Are you able to give them what they need, and are you able to apply everything in the way they need? So now, tip number 5 is that you need to enjoy it. Enjoy what you're doing, right? So if you don't enjoy it, it's going to be very hard work for you, right? So you need to enjoy it. You need to enjoy being with the clients, working with the clients. You need to enjoy the type of music you're going to be playing for the client. You need to enjoy getting this nice equipment that you're going to be using for the client. You need to enjoy the whole thing. If you don't enjoy it, it means that maybe it's not the thing for you, because there's all types of DJs. There's mobile DJing for weddings. There's mobile DJing for like corporate events. There's club DJing. There is concert DJing, festival DJing. So mobile DJing is not only the only way to do DJing. So, and it's not for everyone, like I said, because like I said, when you're playing music for weddings and stuff, you have to be specific. You have to play for these type of people that are there at that wedding. You can't just play anything, right? You need to understand your client, what they want. If they say that you're gonna do whatever you want, fine, do it. But you need to understand, the whole system. It's not just coming and then showing up and just playing what you feel like you should play, right? But if that's not for you, if you are like a specific DJs, for example, I know some DJs who play like house music and that's all they play. That's fine. So you can find events that are house DJs. You can find even a wedding for someone who wants house music, EDM music, rock and roll, whatever it is, Afro beats, hip hop, and everything like that. Myself, I'm an open format DJ. I play anything that I enjoy myself to play. There's been times I've been asked to play for like EDM. I don't know how to play EDM as much. I can play a little bit, but I'm not like crazy. And I tell the client, listen, this is not for me. Drum and bass, it's not something for me. But I know DJs who can play it. So that's all I have to do. Those are my 5 tips for today. Obviously, there's more tips, and this is not in order. It's just something I wanted to give you today, to share with you today, and hopefully someone learned something. If you got some tips you want to share with me, you want to share with other people, please drop them on the comment below, and please subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and share with your friends. I hope you enjoy this DJ vlog. We're gonna go inside now, start setting up, and then hopefully you have a good time today. Thank you very much for watching. My name is DJ Principal. Salute.